I hope, friends, from the last time that talk, you have thought over it. And as we saw, being with yourself, experiencing, understand, experiencing an object, you have to wait for. But experiencing yourself, being yourself is instantaneous. I go straight into that. I am not going into backward again, because you have all heard about it. Think. Today, at this moment, when you come to class, you are waiting for the class. Maybe last night you saw this link and you said, oh, tomorrow we'll go, it's a very interesting class. How it is instantaneous, there is no waiting, no preparation, no nothing. This knowledge is right now, here, instantaneous. And you're very curious and you are waiting for it. Because you think listening to a class means listening to the talk of the Swamiji. And the talk will talk something which is instantaneous, you don't know. You are waiting for this talk. Just like for any sense experience, you have to wait for. Suppose you want to see sunrise, you have to wait for the morning. You want to see the sunset, you have to wait for the evening. If you want to maybe taste a mango, you have to wait for the season. You want to touch something or somebody, you have to wait for it. You want to smell something, that object should be available. You have to wait for it. Yourself is not something to be waited for. Who you are is not a sound to be heard. Are you a sound outside? See clearly. You are not a sound outside. You don't have to wait for a sound. You are not a touch. Asabdam, not a sound. Asparsham, not a touch. Since you are not an object of touch, you are not an object of touch. Your body is an object of your touch. But you who wants to touch the body is not an object of your touch. Listen carefully. Is an object of this body can be touched and you have to wait for it. It is not a sight to be seen. You don't have to wait. If you want to wait to see something, you have to wait for it. But you want to see yourself, there is no waiting because it's not a sight. It's not a taste to be tasted. It's not a smell to be smelled. That is why in Lalita Sahasranam, very beautifully they say, Antarmukha Samaradhya Bahirmukha Sudurlabha. The people who are looking for themselves in the world outside, Sudurlabha, very difficult to get. Very difficult, not the word, impossible. You will never see, don't worry. Because you are looking for something where it is not as an object. Whereas, Bahirmukha Sudurlabha, Antarmukha Samaradhya, the person who shifts his direction within, he shall find it instantaneously. Samaradhya, very easy to get it right now. There is no waiting. Please see that. That simple statement, please see. You are waiting to see something, a sunrise, sunset, waiting to meet somebody, waiting to eat something. Are you waiting? Listen carefully, friends. When you close your eyes, you are living in your personal world, your personal universe. Your memories, listen carefully, your memories are instantaneous, always there. Your thoughts are always there. Every thought is not always there. Listen carefully. This flower outside. To see it, your eyes must be there. Once you see it, the thought of the flower is in your head. The same eyes which help you to see the object, the flower, and therefore there is a thought inside. The eyes helped you to create the thought, but your eyes cannot see, visualize, objectify the thought. And the thought you are experiencing, are you seeing your thought or not? Ask yourself, are you seeing your thought like the eyes see, or you are knowing your thought? Seeing is perception, hearing is perception, touching is perception, smelling something is a perception, and those perceptions have a sensation. You listen to a sound, you will have a sensation. Oh, beautiful music. You touch something, you will have a sensation. Hot, cold, soft, hard. You see something exciting, boring, colorful, colorless. You taste something, exotic taste, dull, dumb, useless taste, drab. You smell something exotic, or it may be something useless. Sensation is there. Listen carefully. Your thoughts cannot be heard, cannot be seen, tasted, touched, smelled by your body or sense organs. And your thoughts have no sensation. You can only know your thought, be conscious of your thought. I hope you see that in Oriya, Hindi, it is very easy. In Oriya, we say, dekhi bhi, meaning I see, jani bhi, means I know. Your sense organs do not know. Are you getting that point, please? Your sense organs do not know. These are very fundamental concepts, must be clear. Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya is absolutely simple. You shall see that, friends. Ears do not know, they hear. Eyes do not know, they see. Tongue doesn't know, they just taste. The nose doesn't know, it only smells. Sense organs perceive, perception is there. There is no knowing. That is why it is Kriya Shakti. Action is possible. The leg walks, doesn't know. Hand lifts, doesn't know. Mouth speaks, doesn't know. Your excretory organs excrete, they don't know. Your procreative organ procreates, helps in procreation, doesn't know. Knowing is not the faculty of the senses. Knowing is not the faculty of your physical body. There is no faculty of knowing in the mountains, in the space, air, fire, water, earth. 5 elemental universe. There is no faculty of knowing. Seeing, yes, perception is there, and therefore sensation is there. The moment you move into the memory world, five sense organs are incapable of objectifying it, even though they helped in creating the 5 different types of thoughts: sound, touch, taste, smell, taste, etc. Those sense organs, those thoughts, understand, have no sensation. And when you are knowing it, knowing is not a sensation. Understand? Those who are knowing it, you are conscious. Those of you coming the first ever time, you may be somewhere in the clouds. Don't worry about it, because these classes are like that. Okay, please. First classes are difficult, they're different. Okay, please understand. It's a continuous thing. Please appreciate. Your thoughts shall you wait for your thought for you to know, or you are knowing and the thoughts are coming in the process? Tell me, sir, when you are seeing something, if I can say that, objects are waiting to be seen. Sound is waiting to be heard. Not that a sound is waiting. Think of a person. Does a person is waiting to be heard, seen, touched? Or your eyes are waiting to see? Do your eyes wait to see? They just see. Do your ears wait to hear? What else can they do? Natural. Your tongue is continuously tasting. Anything you put, instantaneous. It's like a radar, looks on. Anything comes within the range, grabs it. Understand that. You may wait to see a particular something, hear a particular sound, touch a particular something. But seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, this faculty is continuous. Experiencing a flower, listen, seeing a flower is experiencing. Even if the flower is not there, seeing continues. Experiencing continues. You are experiencing the seeing. With your eyes open, you are experiencing the seeing. When your eyes closed, I don't see anymore, I'm blind. You are experiencing, not seeing. That experiencing, in whose presence you are seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, smelling, continuous. Can you wait for it? At the gross level, you can wait. You don't wait for understand. You don't wait for seeing. Seeing is continuous. We are waiting for a particular person to be seen, a sound to be heard. Listen carefully. Seeing is continuous. What you see may or may not be there. What you experience may or may not be there. Your experiencing is continuous. In these two experiences, there are two types of experience. One is experiencing the universe outside with the sense organs which are external. Experiencing the thought universe within, for which sense organs are not needed. This is, forget it, I just, don't worry about it, you are doing that. Ishvara. Please see that. Two types of experiencing. Experiencing the outside world. That type of experiencing is seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, like that. That is why when you are lost in your thought, many things you don't see, many things you don't hear, many things you don't feel, nothing, because you are lost in your thought world. Now, when you are experiencing your thoughts, how are you experiencing it? Is it something seen, heard, tasted, touched, or smelt? Those are you are experiencing the memory of a touch, memory of a taste, memory of a sight, memory of a smell, memory of a speech, memory of an activity. You are experiencing. Suppose thoughts change. Experiencing doesn't change, experiencing continues. Thoughts fade away. You are still experiencing, conscious. Instantaneous, no preparation needed. To see a flower, preparation needed. Go to the flower, get the flower, ask somebody to get the flower, wait for the season, wait for the bird to come, flower to blossom, be there at the right time, and see that you don't have conjunctivitis when you go there, or you don't have the cataract. Prepare it. Every perception needs preparation. Listen carefully. Eyes have to be fixed, maintained. Now go with your thought. Just you close your eyes. You can do that as you like. If you want to observe your thought without adding new thoughts to it, sit down closing your eyes in a quiet place, no new sound, no new sight, no new touch, nothing is coming in, and you are just sitting down there. Shall you prepare for a thought? Or any thought can come. You have to wait for a particular thought. But you don't have to wait for a thought. The thought is there. The flower is there. You have to prepare your eyes. Your thought is there. Should you prepare consciousness? It is not an instrument which needs to be maintained. You understand this very clearly. Self, the consciousness, doesn't need maintenance. There is no cataract there. There is no deafness there. It's not a sense organ. It's not a ear which goes deaf. It's not a touch which can be leprosy. It's not a taste where the tongue can be burned with a hot coffee. It's not a smell, a COVID, blocked. Consciousness can never be affected, infected, in any way touched. All the time as it is. From your birth, the moment you are born, to your every growing state of childhood, youth, old age, it will remain the same. Every other faculty shall continue to go away. And as long as the faculties are there or not there, still, understand, when you say you are alive, not because your faculties are there. Please see that point, friends. It's beautiful. A person is dying on the bed, 70, 80, 90-year-old, lying down. What has happened? Everybody is waiting for the death, but nobody shall tell. Let him be alive. You are tired of looking after the, call it a retarded child or terminal patient. You may not say that, oh, I am tired of this. No, you won't say that. Nobody must say that. Somebody has to look after it. No problem. Think, friends. He has lost his sight. Will you bury him? The person loses his capacity to listen. One after another, sense organs fade away. Deaf. Will you bury him? Can't taste. Will you bury him? Can't touch. Will you bury him? He can't smell. Will you bury him? He's alive. So what does it mean to be alive? To be conscious. Can't digest. Will you bury him? Comatose. Will you bury him? You touch something, little bit, the skin, some response. Oh, no, he's alive. What is that he's alive? Is he working? Seeing? Hearing? Touching? Smelling? No. But why can't you bury him? Conscious. Can you bury the consciousness, friends? Can anybody ever die? Think. Nobody dies. Who you are never die. Perception shall come to an end. Sensation shall come to an end. For most of the people, living means sensational. What is there to live? Nothing to eat, no girl to marry, no boy to hang around with, no food to eat, no car to hang around. Sensational. Yeah, have it and see whatever life it is. Not that therefore denying it all these things is life. No. Be conscious. Choose. Live with your body. Maintain your body. Maintain your senses. If you cannot maintain, friends, this morning I was telling yesterday in Odisha I was there, I was talking to people. If you are a person who can't take care of your own body, you are unfit to take care of anything. You can take that point and think for yourself. What is your most important possession in life? Please think, friends. What is your most important possession? What is your most important possession? Physically, materially, nothing is more important than your body. The moment you shall start listening to the footprints or the footsteps of death, whispers of mortality, you shall die. Whew. That time shall you say, how is my park doing? How is my 1,000-acre ranch doing? How is my Bugatti car or my fancy executive jet? How is Himalayan weather? Will you ask these questions? The most fundamental urge, most fundamental requirement of every individual is to be alive. Only if you are alive, then only you can dream. Only if you are alive, you like to see, hear, taste, touch, smell, love, hate. Who is fighting the battle in Russia now? People who are alive. And people who are dying there, what shall they? Happily dying? It is absolutely inhuman to create a situation where people have to be sacrificed. All these political, so-called political strategists, thinkers, those who are encouraging war, like those days, friends, when the kings were fighting, kings were leading the fight. The king's elephant will be the front. The king's horses will be in the front. Today the political leaders are all in the background. Send them, war will stop. Think, friends. Send them. Let Putin go to fight. Whoever, whether it is Putin today, Bush that time, or anyway, I don't want to take names, we are least interested in that. The principle. You cannot put people into death, friend. Think of your own death. Will you like to die? Then why should somebody die for you? How sad. When you go to the tomb of unknown soldier, what do they say there? When you go back home, please let them know. We sacrificed our today for your tomorrow. Will you like to listen to that statement? A person who says, I sacrificed so much for you to be alive, I sacrificed for something for you to be, you to read or study or these things, these are absolutely useless. Because you want people to be grateful to you for nonsense, for your suffering, just like I told you. If I can't maintain my body and I'm always suffering, then what I tell you? See, for cooking for you, honey, but I'm still cooking. Everybody invoking sympathy. In my life I have seen it, friends. I'm absolutely happy with myself. Suppose I am. Not suppose, yes I am. Happy with myself. Nothing is sacrificed. Everything is a pleasure. Do it, pleasure. Can't do it, pleasure. Absolutely practical. If I have the stamina to do it, strength to do it, I'll do it. Cannot do it, cannot do it. But what people do? Oh, I suffered so much. Why? Because you couldn't handle your emotions. Husband-wife fight, father-son conflict, mother-child conflict, friend-friend conflict. Everywhere conflict, untouchability. What type of conflict is that? Untouchability is what means? Sprushya, sparsha yogya, that which you can touch. Asprusya means the person cannot be touched. Only in the caste system, political caste system, BJP will not make TMC, TMC will not touch BJP. BJP will not touch Congress, Congress will not touch Communist. Political classification, untouchability. Rich and poor, untouchability. Can you get into your millionaire's palace? Can you? Go in your area, let us see. Sit down, please. Will you? You may think you are a higher caste, therefore you can be going straight into the temple, but you can't get into the 5-star hotel. You can't go to a 7-star hotel, go into the, IPL match, you have no money, can't enter. You have to purchase your touchability. Every life is so miserable, friends. It's just not touchability, untouchability of religious type, political type, financially, untouchable. Allowing people to die? No, nobody must die for me. If you feel you are sacrificing something to do something for somebody, for God's sake, don't do that. Because you shall make everybody a victim of your own victimization. Because you feel tortured, you shall tell everybody, even though I was going through a starvation, I was helping you. Why did you do that? Please, don't do that. That is why this so-called sacrifice is so ridiculous. Listen, friends. Be like a what? How do people sacrifice? Be like a stick. Burn and give light to others. Why? Why should you burn and give light to me? So that later on, in case I say I was not helped by you, we can tell them, did I not burn myself? Keep your help with yourself. Burn like a candle. That is the beautiful, stupid ideal people talk about. Burn like a candle. Give light to others. Burn yourself. I shall be very happy like a sun. Glorious to be the light and lighting up everything else. Happy to be rich, happily sharing. Happy to be poor, happily not sharing anything. Understand that point? Because we have put a premium on that. So everybody is always competing. I gave my youth for the country. Why? Then ultimately be miserable, right? So continuously reminding us how gave your youth, gave your money, gave your health, gave your everything for others' sake. Who asked you? If you are that poor, keep it with yourself. Keep. Think, friends. It comes out of absolute fulfillment. And that's something yourself which is continuously, constantly experienced. I am deliberately hitting that word experience because most people will say, Swamiji, I have the knowledge, but I don't have the experience. For God's sake, shut up. Long before experiences begin, listen, long before your knowledge begins, experiencing is continuous. Please tell me, what is the knowledge child is gathering? What is the knowledge the child has? Not having any knowledge has stopped him experiencing? How much you know? Nothing. From the universe, so vast. Universe, so vast. Limitless expanse. Have you ever thought of a universe? No, your universe is your stomach. How much food is going into it? And you touch a few things. My house, my son, my brother, my school, my college, or wherever the institution working, one or two restaurants you are visiting, that is your universe. Now, your universe is collapsing because Ukraine getting bombarded. Your universe is collapsing because there is an earthquake in Himalayas. Or there is one constellation is exploding. Nothing matters. Me, my wife, my child, the rest of them, they can die. Nothing matters. That is your universe. Understand? But so vast is this creation. How much knowledge you have? Vidvaneva vijanati vidvajanam parishramam paripakvam cha. Only a wise man and a learned man knows how much difficult it is to gather informations. And also he knows, more you know, more you come to discover how much you do not know. That is why Namranti Phalino Vriksha, Namranti Gunino Janaha. The trees that are laden with fruit bends down. The people who are really knowledgeable, they know, I don't know anything. Out of 100, I may not even know. 0.1. But the fellow with the 1, let's say, Gandusha Matra Jalena Safari Farfarayate. Agada Jala Sanchari Vikari Nacharohita. Deep within, the ocean, Whales are swimming, nobody knows. A little fish in your hand, the two eyes, three eyes fish, how? That is how people are. Doesn't know anything. Make it up with your dress, this, that, dance, music, everything. And that is how you make the easiest of the knowledge the most difficult. You make the easiest of the knowledge most difficult. Think, friends. Physics, chemistry, mathematics needs preparation. Everybody can't be a physicist, can't be a mathematician, can't be a historian, can't be a geographer. Everybody can't be a musician. Everybody can't be a swimmer, athlete, this player, that player. Everybody, friends, cannot be everything and need not be everything. But everybody can be himself, herself. And you are there, as from the childhood onwards, you are there experiencing, being conscious, even if you don't know what you are experiencing. You have not picked up any knowledge. You are ignorant. Shall I hate a child? A child doesn't know anything. Do you hate a child? You love the child. Why? He or she has given up unconsciously, of course, helplessness, child. So you adore the child. Same fellow, 10-year-old, say, Mommy, I don't like this food. Get out. 20-year-old, why are you fighting with your father or the mother all the time? Start commenting on your personal life. You get away, child get away, husband get away. Fantastic life. The Mahadeva. The threshold of acceptance has gone completely down. The threshold of happiness, the threshold of comfort, as Mahadeva, is something disastrous now. You can't talk to people. Threshold of people's attention, 1 minute the person cannot sit. Try reading a book. Book is gone. This, I don't want a damn thing, this is a good thing, because it's upon us to use it useless, use it or misuse it. This is, no instrument is good or bad. Your body is not good or bad. Poison is not good or bad. Sweet is not good or bad. Gold is not good or bad. Diamond is not good or bad. Nothing is good or bad. Depends how you use it. Even your faith is neither good nor bad. Your faith can be disastrous. In the name of a faith, you fight the battles of worst kind. In the name of money, you can fight the battle. With the money, you help everybody. With the faith, you are absolutely wonderful with yourself and with everybody. Nothing is good or bad. It all depends on you. How many people think about that? Instead of knowing out myself, change your thoughts. Practice-oriented. Practice-oriented religion. Practice-oriented secular habits. Think, friends. You must think. Practice-oriented. Means have become more important. Please tell me, sir. It's a simple thing. Suppose I ask you, what is that something you want in life? What shall you say? If you're a child, you shall say, I go to school, college, university, all that stuff. Why? So that my mom says, if I get this job, I'll be very rich. So why do you want to have the riches? So that I'll be comfortable. If you are comfortable, what will happen to you? Oh, I'll be very, very happy. Then why don't you go straight for the happiness? Ultimately, everything you want so that you can be happy. All these are means to an end, and you still don't know what the end is, the happiness is. Please appreciate. And that happiness, where from you get? I'm just jumping a line because taking for granted all of you have been hearing it for a long, long time. Where shall you find your happiness? You may say this is an object of your happiness, but this is not happiness. Object of happiness is not happiness. Or else you'll get the object and be happy all the time in life. Will you be? After some time, too old, give it up. Object of love is not love. Object of love is a beginning of your headache. Object of happiness is if the moment you make happiness as an object, looking for it, you'll be tired. If you're looking for love, you'll be tired. You want to love somebody? Love yourself. You want to love everything? Love yourself. But as long, if you do not love yourself, but wait to be loved by somebody, then you will find fulfillment. You have a fantastic dream, you are trying for depression. Because once the other person gets what he or she wants, he disappears or he disappears, you are finished. Then what shall you say? Nobody loves me for who am I. Everybody loves me for what I have. Ask yourself, do you love yourself? No. And if you love yourself for who you are or what you have, you don't know who you are. You always love for what you have. Money is there, na? Very good. Money is good. Youth is there, every phone rings. Youth is gone, telephone is there. Everybody knows your number, phone will not ring. Nobody cares for you. You are in a job, everybody goes for it. Job is gone, nobody bothers. That is why the whole world complains. Nobody loves me. That includes you too. When you love yourself, you love unconditionally everything in this universe. If they are fine, not they are also fine. Unconditional. Understand? So experiences, come back friends. Experiences, when you say, people say, oh, I know all these things, but I have not experienced. For God's sake, friends, drop that idea. See it for yourself. I'll prove it to you. You see it for yourself. Experience means, okay, I'll go to the Prabhakar, I'll go to the board. Okay? I'll do that picture presentation. You shall see fantastic. Please. Put the light on it. See, today, now we'll do it a pictorial presentation. We'll appreciate very clearly, okay? This is going on in the head. Must think, friend, must think, okay? Very good. Please see. What is experience, okay? Just think. What is experience? Everybody can see? Okay. Absolutely. That's good, better. See. What is experience? Please see. As usual, first think of the whole creation. Because there was a time when all of us were not there. Maybe eldest amongst us is, let us say, 90. 90 years before, none of us were there. After 90 years, will you be there? Nobody will be there. Okay? But universe, the whole creation is, and whole creation will continue to be. The creation with me is complete, but at this moment, without me, it is incomplete. Are you getting those points? The whole creation without me is complete, because I was not there, the whole creation was there. But at this moment, the creation is complete only with me. If I am not included, creation is incomplete, because I am there. You better take me in. That is same thing applies to God also. He can't throw me out. Okay, please see. Those are beautiful stuff. Now think, friends. So here is a creation. Here you have what? Your sun. Alright, don't laugh at my drawing. The thing, and then you have the stars. There is all in the sky. Then you have mountains, then birds. Birds are flying, river is going there, houses are there, okay? The earth, ocean, all these things, universe. Please see, friends, this universe. We, and you say, I, okay? Not there. Who is experiencing the universe? Human beings are not. Nothing in this universe demands to be experienced. Does the mountain say, come and stay? Does the sun say? They don't have language. Nothing demands to be experienced. Understand that? Nothing demands to be experienced. There has to be a human being. Yes, the tiger also is experiencing, but the tiger doesn't. Have you seen the tigers coming together and watching for a sunset, a sunrise, organizing one type of a, some hunt? Together we shall go and hunt some 2-3 elephants and come back. Nobody consciously experiences the universe except the human being. When you come, okay, when you come with your body, when you come, in this place all the 5 sense organs are there. Hearing, seeing, touching, skin, tasting, tongue, smell. This little head has got all the 5 sense organs. Gateway of the universe. Experience is continuous. Child born, experiencing or not? Does he know? Why are you keeping him? Crying. If it doesn't cry, stillborn, huh? You stillborn. Then the doctor put boom on the button, then what he says? Yo, baby, alive. Why? Alive means what? Because he cried or because he is conscious? You completely change the very definition of life and death. Do you bury, as I told you, do you bury somebody because he is deaf? Because he is blind? Because he can't digest? Because he can't taste? Because he can't smell? Because he is poor? Rich? For no reason you shall bury him. Poor man, so what? Let him be living. Rich man, so what? Let him be living. Don't kill no one. Can't see, so what? Where are his eyes? Where are his children? Oh. Can't hear. Disabled people, do you throw them out, kill them out, bury them? No. Why? Simple thing. Even if comatose, on that bed he has to be allowed to grow for 30 or 40 years. More people are living in the bed and coma than the healthy people in the world. Not of complete all the healthy people, just think of it. So many people would be conscious. Child, is he experiencing or not? So experiencing means what? Think, one experience you do. Experiencing means what? There is a flower here. Okay? The flower doesn't demand to be experienced. And as a child you are born with your eyes. The eyes have started seeing it. When you grow up, you say you see it. How? Because when you see this flower, please understand, let me make it a little bigger. Okay, here, make the head. So this is the headquarters, correct? This is the headquarters now. In the headquarters, please see what happens. As a child, the mountain is here. You see the mountain. This mountain thought comes. The eyes see the mountain. Thought comes. So when you say experiencing, what does it mean? You see the mountain. You are seeing or eyes are seeing? You are seeing or eyes are seeing? Eyes are seeing. When eyes see, you are creating the thought or the perception created the thought. The eyes are creating sensation or the perception created sensation. What is your contribution? You have absolutely no contribution. Either to see, to have the sensation of the sight, nothing. But true to the perception, thought took place. Did you create the thought? If you created, I ask you, please look at this duster and don't create a thought. Can you? Can you do that? You can't escape. If you see, you have a perception, impression, inevitable. Thought. Now this thought, stop being aware of the thought. Don't be conscious. I know. What is the choice? Can you stop knowing? Being conscious. This word knowing is a difficult word because I know my father, that is not a knowing. That is, you have a stupid information you have got in your head. Understand? Knowing means being conscious. Because we have been conditioned. I know the bull, I know the mountain. You are seeing the mountain, you don't know the mountain. You are seeing it, and true to the perception, the thought takes place. The thought is no. Knowing principle. So can you stop knowing the thought? So you are experiencing your thought. Listen carefully. So you are experiencing your thought. Experiencing your thought. Listen carefully. This experiencing happens in the presence of what? Experiencing is continuous. Thoughts have not yet started, but experiencing has started. Like this is experience antarmukha samaradhya, within. Eyes experiencing outside. The child has not opened his eyes. He has not started experiencing means he has not started seeing. But he has experiencing, the eyes are not seeing. I will take 3, 4, 5 classes with Srila. Don't worry about it. If this is something out of the universe, the words are, all the scriptures talk about it. But we have taken into the preparations of it, we have taken into the practices of it, exotic practices, exotic informations. But the basic, all these things are not talking about me. What do Upanishads talk about? Why are you not reading physics? It doesn't talk about your pain and pleasure. Why don't you read chemistry, mathematics, history, geography? You are doing it because so that I can get some money when I do the job. Right? So now you suddenly know it's better to take a good gillanda, one stick and the ball and get billions of rupees. Billions of rupees. I don't know what has happened to the world today. Top professors, top PhDs getting not even 100,000 rupees. These dumb fellows who are getting something and acting some movies. What rubbish is that? There was a time when the actors were paid as little as even anybody else. Entertainment industry, why everybody is crazy, so I don't mind dishing out the money. How many millions are sitting down in a fancy IPL? Why? Everybody wants to escape for 3 hours, 4 hours. Home is not home, outside home is more beautiful. House is nobody's pleasure anymore. House is a prison. As much you can escape the prison, oh fantastic. Long times I stay away from the home, come back just to sleep, not to look at my wife or my husband or my children or anybody, so I can sleep. Beautiful life, no? Think, friends, your happiness is here. You are who you are. Think how it is. So please see. So experiencing here is continuous. Now your eyes experiencing this, the mountain. Suppose eyes closed or eyes are blind, will you experience? So you are experiencing the eyes seeing. Now you are experiencing eyes not seeing. So these are secondary experiences. The sense perception, sensations are secondary experiences, and the primary is which one? This is primary, the primeval, the most fundamental, the beginningless, the endless. This begins and ends. I am looking at you, close my eyes, finished. With eyes closed, you are finished. Same thing true for every sense organ. Right? Ears, begin and go. Tongue begins and goes. Touch begins and goes. But what is our trouble? Continue, continue, continue. Keep the touch nice. Keep the taste going. Keep the smell going. You cannot. That is why when people are old, dilapidated, everything is jumping out, losing sight. What do people say? Oh, what is actually why you are living for? You are living for just perception and sensation. Just being there, you are the happiest man in the universe. That is the knowledge, the wisdom. And it is all up to you to keep your body going. If you can't keep your body going, something wrong with you. So incapable. Because then you can tell everybody, even in my old age I am struggling, why are you struggling? And when you are really struggling, lie down. Just lie down. Who will feed me? To whom I have fed? Demand and receiving. Oh, they will not bother. You will manage, sir, if you are a capable person. You shall manage. Or if you can happily starve to death. Nobody need to come to me. Because I have done everything in my life. There is nothing which I said I should have done, could have done. No, there is no such stuff. There is no regret. There is no dreams unfulfilled. No miles to go before I sleep, no miles to go before I sleep. I am the ultimate. Every person is not. I am not the only guy. I am not the only one. Everybody is same. Because please see, you see through your eyes, I see through my eyes. Right? Can you borrow me your eyes? You see through your ears, I hear through your ears. You hear through your ears, I hear through my ears. You smell through your nose, you touch through your skin, you taste through your tongue, I do the same thing. But the consciousness, the primary principle is same for all of us. Do you have a different consciousness? Female consciousness, male consciousness, neutral consciousness, Russian consciousness, American consciousness? One thing absolute, all inclusive. Name it God if you choose. The God will bring in this whole universe, cosmology is strange. Sir, you can lose yours. You see, happily go into this total mumbo jumbo. No problem. But don't say that is something valued. It is not valued. You want to experience yourself? Go and sit on a mountain top or on a stone, then boom, the electricity, some energy flies through you, the rainbow gets into your mouth, then suddenly world is expanding. What all type of experiences you listen to. Why am I talking so much? You don't understand? The enlightenment is described as an happening in a particular day, particular time, particular place, on the stone, inside the Ganges, inside some forest, in a deep within a hole where we were sitting down alone. And then suddenly flash lightning flashes and the thunderbolt strikes. What? Everything happens in total silence. A tree grows in silence. Flower blossoms in silence. Seed dies in silence. We grow in silence. While growing, do you have noise around you? Your thinking is in silence. When the tree falls, there is noise. When you die, you have noise. When you are disharmonious, disintegrated, your life is painful, you make noise. Everybody also makes noise. Happiness, absolutely fulfillment, friends. Anyway, please see that. So this is something you see. I don't see through your eyes and you don't see through my eyes. But the consciousness is same. That is why when people say, if consciousness here is consciousness everywhere, why can't I see everything? That is because your eyes are not everywhere. Do you need such wonderful logic? Stupid little logic. But he is asking a very fundamental question. If the consciousness is everywhere, why can't I see everything if I am consciousness? Are you getting that point, please? See that point. Understand? Because you see through your eyes, not everybody's eyes. It's like telling, you are in space? Yes. I am in space? Yes. Then are you recently now? We are in same space, no? With your logic, if same consciousness everywhere, why can't I know everything? If the same space is everywhere, so you are now in Alaska, right? Don't say Madras is very hot. You are in Alaska. We are in Mars. Space everywhere is good, but space here matters to me. Earth is everywhere. 2 feet under my foot is my earth. Consciousness everywhere. My my thoughts. So this is something, shall you wait for being conscious? Are you getting that point? Can you wait to be conscious? Can you wait to see? Can you wait to hear? Can you wait to touch? And your waiting may never end. The things may never happen. And if your happiness depends upon the perception and sensation, if that perception doesn't happen, your happiness will never come. But when you know, why was I unhappy? Because my thoughts were there pushing me as though there is somebody put me a thought, have this car, then only you will be big man. So I want car, this car is bugging you. Or go to the Himalayan mountain, you will be happy. So there also you are getting bugged. So the thought is driving you crazy. Are you getting that point? Who is driving you crazy? Any object in the world or your thought? Be honest. Don't say, that man is creating problem with me, Swamiji. Whenever I go, he says, hey, you fool, you mutard, you stupid, you want. Let the fool talk as much as you like. Why are you registering? Why are you registering? That the person is talking is not wrong or right. That you are taking it seriously, something wrong with you. Oh, you should have removed your bad thoughts. That is another stupid you have to be told. That there is a knife in your house, will you be arrested? Only when you kill somebody, you will be arrested. Remove all the wrong things, really? What is it, remove all the wrong things? How do you? God himself can't remove anything from himself. Infinity cannot remove finite from its embrace. And you want to throw your bad things out? Have the good, have the bad. Because sometimes the good things turn bad, but sometimes bad things turn good. Have you not seen that always? Anything can be used and misused. So why are you angry with thoughts? Why are you angry with what somebody talks to you? It is not what the others say that makes you, drives you crazy. It is your reaction, your pratikriya, your reaction. So your reaction, you have got a right over it. But what the other person says, do you have a right over it? No. But what do you do in life? You should not talk like that. He should not do like that. Why don't you say, I should not react like that? Nobody does it. Then you are gloriously suffer in life. And the person who says, don't react, don't react, don't react, that's a stupid advice. What is it? Don't react. The house is, the body is on fire, reaction takes place. Help the person to know himself. Understand. Situations you cannot change. Whatever you can change, change. No problem. So please see, the last now. So with the thought comes, the perception comes, sensation comes, thought comes here. When these thoughts come, you are experiencing the thought. Sense organs stop experiencing with the external universe. External sense organs stop experiencing with the external universe. They cannot have access to the subtle thoughts. For the subtle thoughts to be experienced, experiencing is already taking place. Only the thoughts go there, you are aware of the thought. You don't have to say, I am conscious to be conscious. As if you don't have to say, I see for the eyes to see. Simple. You don't have to say, I live for the body to live. And if you say, I live because body is alive, you will die if the body is alive. So, who says no? Choice is yours. Think, friends. So, with this, eyes perceive external world. The moment you go to thought level, sense organs are no more useful for you. That is why people are elderly. Even 20, 30, 40 year onwards begins. Everybody starts living in his own world. You live in your own world. Don't say my baby, my husband, my wife, my child. That is nonsense. That you can talk rubbish. That you can suffer for yourself. Don't worry about it. Know what it is. Live with everybody. No problem. But if you don't know it, but this is you are obsessed with that man, obsessed with that woman, obsessed with a girl, obsessed with a boy, obsessed with money, obsessed with power. What will happen, friends? Nobody can save you. You have to be totally aware of yourself. That is the ultimate, friends. We shall see that. Please see. So here, when thoughts are coming, sense organs have no access. You are now experiencing, previously you are experiencing, eye is seeing the object. You are experiencing, because of that perception, thought took place. You are experiencing, thoughts are there. You are experiencing, the I thought says, I am experiencing. Now when that is gone, all the thoughts are gone, still you are experiencing. That never stops. Knowing, are you getting that? Knowing never stops. And remember, friends, you are alive because you knowing, or they will bury you. The day your body doesn't respond, that day they will bury you. So if you are always, you are alive because you are there, will you be afraid of death? What death? What death? What is the death? Enjoy living. Seeing, hearing, touching, tasting, no. But eating so much and you can't even move. Right? Oh, my stomach. Oh, my pressure. Oh, my sugar. Who did? God did. Where are you going to God? Did God ask you eat 200 chocolate, 300 sugar, what is that nonsense? Rasgulla? Did he say, eat all that is flying, running, jumping? All the goats are in your pocket, in your stomach, all the monkeys or whatever nonsense you are eating. Eat. Money. One thing you can't keep your money in your stomach, therefore bank is very good. Greed. What will happen, sir? You are killing yourself. Keep your body best possible. Your mind beautiful. You are always the most beautiful one. Everybody else is. Everybody says, Brahmaiva hamidam jagatsa sakalam chinmatra vistaridam. Aham Brahmaiva, I am the Brahman. Who else? Everybody else. Chinmatra vistaridam. Everyone, same reality is. And best, luckiest, most wonderful thing is, you don't have to wait for it. Nobody to give it to you. Nobody can take it away from you. That's why Guru is so highly esteemed. Because the same thing you are continuously experiencing, continuously using, but nobody has told you, nobody has introduced you to that. What the teacher does? Just introduce a Tattvamasi. The teacher must know. Informed people are not gurus. One who gives me that diksha, this to show, helps me to see myself. One can help you to get a lot of informations. That doesn't solve your problem. Somebody can help you with 50 houses, 500 houses. If a billionaire, still miserable. That time you are little comfortable. Do you know why? Not because you are a billionaire, but there are billions of people who are poor. So you think you are a bull in the cowshed. Indian difference. Everybody is fantastic. Instantaneous. No waiting. We shall see tomorrow and next class sometimes. Thank you. Just close your eyes for a minute, please. Thank you. I stop talking, you stop listening. Your thoughts are your thoughts. You are conscious. Consciousness. Self, always there. Thoughts can come and go. Like clouds appear and disappear. Space, always existing. Just be that. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Today, I know there are people because there is a one birthday baby.